Mic test. Good evening, everyone, and this is Cyberlinks Gamer, and today we are going to live stream random retro games, and this is the first time in a long time that I've been doing on-cam stream in the evening. And hello, Boomy, you're the first person to be here on my stream, and it's a very rainy evening. Yeah, it's raining today, so I hope I won't get disconnected because I might. Yeah, been a while since you did on cam. Probably a month ago. Or yeah, yeah. It's raining. It's raining at this moment, and if ever my internet got cut off, my stream would get cut off, and maybe I'll just continue this when it's no longer rainy. But I just hope it won't get disconnected. How are you, Boomy? How is your evening? And we are going to start with my favorite shoot 'em up game. One of my favorite shoot 'em up games. It's called Space Invaders Extreme 2. And you're going to check if the audio is okay, Boomy. Yeah, let's go. If I should adjust it or not. Yeah. Let's wait for the intro. Do I need to adjust it? Is there any sound? Yeah, not it's originally title. Sounds a bit low. It's originally from title, and then in its modern versions it was created by Square Enix. Yeah, it's kind of like a collaboration thing. Wait, why is it not working? Yeah, but it was originated in the 70s. Space Invaders is one of the best arcade games in the 70s. And then it got some new versions in its next released. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Now we're going to start with score attack. Continue the last stage from beginning. Let's go for new game. Okay, let's go and try for beginners, and then we're going to try and play normal mode. But first, we're going for beginners, just to show you guys on what this game look like. So yes, this is Space Invaders, and it's a mix of modern vibes and it's original game mode from the 1970s, and then they just make it fresh and new. Yeah, because the 70s version is already outdated, so they make a twist out of it into something more of a musical shoot 'em up barrage kind of thing. But yeah, why they ask Boomy? Is it because the Square Enix logo showed up? Yeah, I like the music, although I don't really hear the music. Is the game too loud, or the game is just right? Also sounds a bit too high. Sounds a bit too high. I knew it. Yeah, this is the one thing that is really confusing when I'm streaming with my mic on. I don't really hear the game. You can hear, but I don't. In my point of view, I'm just really playing it like it's on mute. So I really have no idea how loud or how soft it sounds like. Yeah, it's a complicated thing when streaming. Should I adjust it even more? Yeah, I really can't hear it. Ah, okay, sounds good so far. Okay. Another thing that I don't understand in this game is the bingo mechanism. I don't know. I don't really know how it works. The color bingo mechanism in this game. The what? The the bingo. It has a bingo mechanism in the game where you need to what is this? I'm not really good at explaining. Even I don't understand how the bingo color mechanics work in this game. Like this one. Wait. The top the top screen is the bingo color mechanism. I think you're going to be in a bonus round if you like make a bingo out of this box right there. Red, green, and blue. Yeah, that one. That up there. That square, level rate, items, UFOs. Yeah. So how to make the bingo? You need to attack these enemies, and for example, the color that is missing is green. You need to attack enemies that are green, but there is no green. Uh, so no bingo. There is no bingo. I need green enemies, but there's no green. I'm almost at the bingo color, but no green enemies. Oh, there's the green. Come on. Yes, green. Almost. Look at that. Look at that screen. It's shining. Come on, bingo. There's no bingo. There's no bingo. Okay, green. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it's way more better if you just read the manual of it. I forgot how that bingo works, for the love of Whiskas. It's one of those games that I played before and then forgot to play it because I totally forgot about this game, and then I just recently remembered it and then I played it again. And yeah, I'm at a blank here. I'm really not good at explaining. Yeah, I'm not. There are times that I'm not really good at explaining. Like I get the mechanics, but translating it into words, I cannot. I just get. Oh, this is a bingo chance. Wait, what is a bingo chance? Is it giving me a chance? Wait, Boomy, let's see. Maybe we're gonna have a bingo this time. Bingo chance. Come on. Ah, yes, bingo challenge. Wait, this is the bingo challenge. Okay. And maybe I'll get a prize from this bingo challenge. Round complete. Bingo fever. Okay, what does it? Oh, more points. Everything is golden. Nice. Yeah, this is the bingo. See, I told you. I still don't understand. I still don't understand how it works, but it happens. It's more of like a color coding kind of thing. Round complete. Let's go. This is actually my favorite power up, the laser beam, because I can just hold the button and then I get all the UFO. Look at that. Effortless. Boss attack. Oh my. And this was released way back, 2009. Yep. Space Invaders Extreme 2. They also released a Space Invaders Extreme for the PSP. It's just weird that they didn't release this one for the PSP. It's only for the DS. Rank A, let's go for 3A. DS. It's for the DS. As you can see, it's a dual screen. So, yeah, DS. When it comes to, yep, DS only. Yeah. Sad. It's sad. It's sad for people who don't own a DS. They can't play this game. Unless you go for emulation, you can. I just love the music. Even though I don't really hear the music. Oh, another bingo challenge. I mean bingo chance. Okay, I need more green and another green and more green. It's flashing. It's flashing. Bingo challenge again. And what's the point of bingo challenge? More points. And then brag it to your friends that you have the highest score. Those simple times. The pink block has the highest points that can give you, yeah, 90,000 points. That's a lot. Yeah, points. It's like an arcade game. But it's not an arcade game, it's a handheld console game, but they make it arcade-ish. Imagine you have this game back then and then you brag it to your classmates that, oh my gosh, look at the score of my game. I bet you won't reach it. And to all my viewers tonight, welcome to my stream, and we are playing Space Invaders Extreme 2 for the Nintendo DS. I just love it when I explode them with my fireball. So satisfying. But if there is someone who would ask me, Boomy, if what games do I recommend other gamers to play, like any games that I know, I would definitely recommend them Space Invaders Extreme 2. Because number one, there are gamers who have, like busy schedule. They have work, they have school, and I highly recommend this game because it's just plug and play, yes, explode them with furball. Dang it. My comment section, I can't read it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And another thing is, when you start the game, you just instantly start the game. No cutscenes, no stories, no waiting for the loading screen. There's no loading screen here. Yeah, it's a simple game for chills. And if you want to relax, or if you want to have something very, well, extreme, because it is Space Invaders Extreme 2. Another thing on why I recommend this to other gamers is because it's not that time consuming. Like, it's a very short game, but it's very challenging and you can enjoy it on your break time. It's not like RPG games where you need to dedicate a lot of your time on playing the game. And if you want a quick gaming enjoyment that feels like an arcade experience, I highly recommend this one. And also because it has simple game mechanics. You just shoot your enemies, You just avoid their attacks. It's easy to play, but it's actually difficult to master because the more you play this game, the more difficult it gets. And also the music, if you are a music lover, I highly recommend this one because of its catchy tunes and those upbeat tones. It's so futuristic, very fitting for the game attacking aliens. And even though that this game is being modernized, they still stick true to the original source, which is the 1970s Space Invaders. It feels like the original but with a new twist. Another bingo chance. Ah. Have you played Space Invaders before? Well, it's pretty hard not to. Pretty hard not to watch. Yeah, I've been so chatty, I lost track of what I'm saying. What is it? Pretty hard not to what? Not to watch. Since it's a modern take of Space Invaders. Ah, yeah. It's like keeping the franchise alive and making it a fresh introduction to new gamers. Hard to not take things. Yeah, it is. But at least in games like this one, they still respect the original game. Just with a new twist and a new graphics and new difficulties. And on a DS. It feels like the original, but it feels so fresh and new. I like the original Space Invaders, but they're kinda too simple. But at the time they are like next gen video game back then. A lot of people are playing it. A lot of people love it. And because a lot of people love it, the Space Invader franchise are thriving. I mean, Space Invaders Extreme 2 wouldn't exist if Space Invaders isn't famous and beloved by so many gamers from all different generations. Well, it is a simple game at the end of the day. It is it is a simple game to play, but mastering this game is difficult. Total score? Oh, rank C. Yeah, it's like Crash Team Racing. And what is it? The modern version of Crash Team Racing? Yeah, something like that. Easy to play, hard to master. Exactly. Because they want it to be more challenging, and the more challenging the game is, the more you will play it. You wanna master it. At times it can get confusing, but as long as you love the game, you just keep on playing it to get better, you know. Well, there are some people who plays games just for passing the time, or they just wanna have fun. That I agree. And yeah, if a random gamer out there asks me what is the best video game that you would recommend, I would recommend Space Invaders Extreme 2. But Super Mario is also a good choice for gamers who have busy schedule and they want to play something that is like start the game and then start playing Super Mario. Super Mario is nice too. Why not the OG? Because the OG is simple. It doesn't have any. It does have sound, but it's it's not. I don't think it's going to be appreciated by modern gamers or because it's so updated. But I will show you later. I will show you later what is the original Space Invaders look like. I remember playing it back then on my VCD player. Yes, you heard it right. VCD player. A VCD player that can play video games. Yeah, they also released the original Space Invaders on the NES. As in the original arcade experience. And it's not like this. It's nothing like this. The only thing that is identical are the enemies and the spaceship that they're using, but it's actually different. VCD player also double as you. Yeah, it's like that. That can play 200 games. 200, 300 games. But it's a CD. Full of bootleg NES games. But it was fun. It was a big part of my childhood, so I love it. Boss attack. Oh, what a giant UFO. Looking at that enemy, it reminds me of Brick Game. Do you know Brick Game? It's like a bootleg Game Boy, but it's Brick Game. I guess that is partly why you like retro games too. Because what? Yeah, I've been so chatty. I don't really remember what I'm talking about. Ah, Brick. You don't you don't know Brick Game? Brick Game? Don't you own a brick game before? It's not exactly as in a brick. Go and try and search it on Google. You will know what I mean. It's in my country it's called Brick Game. I don't know what you call that in your country, but it's a very famous toy back then, and yes, even I want a I want a brick game. Ah no, brick game. You don't try to search it on Google. Maybe you will know what what I mean about brick game. If you see what it look like, maybe you will you will know what that is. Search it now. Search it now. I'll wait. I'll wait for you to search for it. And that is the beginner mode of Space Invaders. And now we are going to change the game and then show Boomy the original game of Space Invaders. And I don't really have a copy of this on my multiple arcade machine emulator, but I do have this in. I think I do have it in the NES version. So yeah, change the game. Okay, now we are back, and this time we're going to play the original Space Invaders, which is the arcade version. Well, more like a NES port of the arcade version. And let's start the game. So this is way back in. Yes, yes, yes. Don't you have that in your country? And this is the original Space Invaders. Yep. I love brick game. I used to own it. And then I accidentally put it in a tub and it broke. What do you call it? What do you call it in your country? Why is it that brick game, the word brick game is not familiar to you? My cousin used to have it. You call it Game Bot? Why? Because it's a bootleg version of Game Boy. Yeah, it's like an alternative for Game Boy. Yeah, in my country we call it brick game because everything is brick. Ah, okay, right. And this is the original Space Invaders, and you can only attack one bullet. You have, like, if you need to use another bullet, you have to wait for that bullet to disappear so that you can shoot another bullet. You can't like shoot double bullets. No, you need to wait for the bullet to disappear and then you can attack. Yeah, this is the original. this this is what it looks like. But here people know it as Gamebot. Ah, in my country it's called brick game because the graphics is like bricks. They're mostly square. Yeah, that sounds annoying. Yeah, you have to wait for it to disappear on the screen, or when you hit an enemy, that is the only moment you can shoot another bullet. So you have to be really precise, and it was one of the best arcade games back then. I remember playing this on my VCD player, and I was like, whoa, I need to focus. This game is so intense. Well, it is intense. It's just really difficult that you just feel so limited on your bullets and that you have to be really precise. I remember there are gamers who even destroy their base just to have a opening to attack those aliens. Yeah, you need to do this. Yeah, destroy your base so that you can have more option to attack those aliens. Destroying your own base. Whoopsie. Come on. Ah, missed. Yes. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's better that you attack the side so that those aliens won't get down faster. You have to destroy the aliens from the side so they won't go down to your base at a speeding rate. Yeah, it's more like side and then middle. I told you it doesn't have any sound. It does have sound, but it's just that. That's the sound. But it's a very interesting game. Very challenging. But it depends if this is your definition of fun. For me, it is fun, but it really depends if you're the type of gamer to have a lot of patience, because Yeah, this is like an endurance. Can I? Ah, yeah. The base is more like an obstacle to you. Exactly. That's why you have to destroy the base. And this is nothing like, and this is not like extreme 2. Yeah, and that's just round 1. It's either I suck at this game or this game is really that difficult. It just shows that gamers back then are built different. 20 points, 10 points, yeah. Yeah, this is I don't think this is a good introduction on people who wants to try Space Invaders. I wouldn't recommend this if you're someone who doesn't have any patience. Well, I mean, with how shitty the save system back then. What, like memory card? Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend this one. If I want someone to experience Space Invaders for the first time, I would really recommend Extreme 2. Well, save system back then when memory cards doesn't exist, you have to rely on password. And then you type it on your paper. And then that's it. Yeah. Yeah, there are bots, but I don't really mind. Keep on having bots. Yeah, either password or nothing. Oh, there is something. While you're away going to school, you can just, you know, don't turn off your console. Damn. When your game is paused all day just because you don't have a way to save your progress. Yeah, those are the days. You need to beat it. Yeah, you need to beat it in one sitting. And then your parents are going to tell you it's time to do your homework. Yee. When you're almost at the end of the game, so close but so far. Fudge. Yeah, I'm not really good at this. I'm not good at this. I suck at this. Yeah, I keep on losing. One more. But this game is really popular back then. Like it's the hottest game to ever play in the arcade. And I am really amazed on gamers back then. Like how can you have this kind of patience, the accuracy to attack those aliens? Like, whoa. This is their definition of fun. But for us, it feels like the test of patience and accuracy. And this is just round 1. Yeah, this is just this is just round 1, and then the more rounds you go, the more difficult the game is. It gets more difficult. This game is never ending. It doesn't have a beginning. It doesn't have an ending. It doesn't have a story. It's just aim for the highest score, and that's it. Either you beat it in one sitting or bleh. You can't beat this game in one sitting because it's endless. It doesn't have an ending. The only reason you wanna play this game is either you wanna practice it in your house before you go to the arcades, and then brag to your friends that you get the highest score. Yeah, yeah. Some gamers back then, when they wanna get the highest score in some arcade machines, they practice it first on the NES. If they are lucky enough that the game that they wanna have a high score in the arcades is also ported to the NES, just like this one. Yes, this game is an example of arcade gamers who want to practice and hone their skills to master their skills. So the moment they go to the arcades, they already know what to do. Or or if you no longer have any quarters, you can just go home and play the game. I mean the graphics um, isn't identical to the arcade version, but still you get to play the game. And speaking of playing the games, Boomy, what do you think about what do you think about Sony's new policy that in 2028 there will no longer be physical disc? What do you think about that? Yeah, no more physical disc in 2028, and a lot of gamers who are a loyal customer to Sony. They've been owning PlayStations through the years, and recently they transferred to PC. Yes, they decide to transfer to PC and no longer playing games on their console, which they should. Is it because of the no disc that is going to happen soon? And I think this is the reason why Steam keeps on winning. Steam is winning. If Sony do that, then better move somewhere else. Yeah, nah, they don't care. You're going to transfer to PC, and so what? They don't care. They're still standing on their decision that in 2028 no more physical disc. For the love of whiskas. Steam winning by not fucking up. Yes. Yes, and they have the best customer support as a game company. A lot of gamers agree. And then what am I going to say? Ah, yes. Sony is warning that a PS5 emulator is illegal. Yeah, I'm really shocked. I am shocked on the news that there are people out there who are now developing a PS5 emulator. And I was like, why? Why would they do this? This is so sudden. I mean, I feel like the PS5 is still like fresh and new to this day, and then suddenly they are starting a PS5 emulation, and then I suddenly remembered something. I remembered that Sony decided to remove their PlayStation games from Steam. Yeah, I just watched too much YouTube videos about it. If Sony gonna disable physical, better just do emu. And actually about emulation, recent gamers, rather modern gamers, are heavily shifting to emulation, and I'm actually happy about this, where people are embracing emulation and no longer treating it as a illegal way of playing your games. That there's no longer a stigma about emulation. People are loving it. People are making it a better option, and not only to save money, because you don't need to buy anything or do any expense with it. You just download the emulator and download the games. And and because of emulation, it helps people to protect their money from being wasted, for the love of whiskas. And emails are important to preserve older games. Yeah, another thing is preservation. And and whenever I think of preservation, I suddenly remembered some of my friends used to call me the archivist, because I have so many games on my phone, digital games. And and it's such a grand word for someone to call me an archivist. Like, damn. Not only for preservation, but it's also for accessibility. You can access these games and it would be yours forever. You can keep it. You can keep it on your phone, your device, your hard drive, your USB. You can keep it. Even though it's in digital form, you can keep it. And I agree with him. Since those games are archived and preserved. And for the love of Viscas, I keep on losing. Let's change the game. I wanna go for Mappy. I wanna go for Mappy. I wanna play Mappy. My favorite mouse game. Because I wanna be a mouse for a change. I wanna feel what it's like to be a mouse full of katos. I just love this game. It's one of those games that are a very big part of my childhood. Very memorable. And I wanna have empathy to the mouse that I hunt. I wanna feel what it's like to be a mouse, to have a different perspective, because I'm a cat. I don't understand what is the point of view of being a mouse, and because of Mappy, it helps me on what it feels like to be a mouse and being chased by a lot of cats. Empathy, empathy, put your shoes in the place of me. Like that. Oh my, ay, 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 ay. Another thing that would be really nice, Boomy, is if ever I get to have a chance to be a spokesperson for representing the emulation community. That would be so freaking awesome. Defending the emulation community against those who thinks that it's pirate. Yarg, Captain Bluebeard. Yeah, but even though emulation is not illegal, it's still in the gray area. Yeah, there are still people who thinks that this is bad, this is wrong, and emulation would be the reason why game companies are gonna go bankrupt because of freedom and yarg sailing the seas. Well, it's better to be on the sea than on land if the land is full of corrupt gaming companies. Yeah, you better stay on your ship full of yargs. And I feel like history just repeats itself. History just repeats itself. Whenever I think of emulation, I just can't stop thinking about those early years of vehicles when you own a car When you own a car, you must be knowledgeable on how to fix your car. You can't really own a car if you don't know how to fix it yourself. So you are like highly required to even know how to fix a car, even though if it's just, basic knowledge about fixing cars. Well, if they do good customer service and not being scummy, I don't think they're gonna bankrupt anytime soon. Yeah, just like on Steam, they should learn a lot of things from Steam. And I think Xbox is also going to the right direction. Well, it is a dumpster fire at this moment, but I really have a strong belief that Xbox could see the light of day and be one of those glorified consoles. But for now, they're not healthy. They're not healthy at the moment, but they're doing their best to, lower the price of their subscriptions and doing their best to preserve disc, so you can still use your disc to play your games. Yeah, they're trying to take back the public trust now. Yeah, and making things right because of so many years that Xbox did wrong, especially the campaign. Yeah, it's a right move that Asha Sharma removed the Xbox campaign. It's I mean, you did saw the clip and too hard, trying too hard to be cool. I mean, it's like looking at someone who tries too hard to be a cat, or trying too hard to have a behavior of a cat, something like that. Instead of feeling cute because someone is being like a cat, acting like a cat, you feel cringe because they're trying too hard. Unlike me, when I act like a cat, it's very natural. Well, that's just an example. When it comes to the Xbox campaign, this is an Xbox. You are an Xbox. I am an Xbox. I didn't know we are an Xbox. My phone is an Xbox. This is the next box. Well, my house is made of Xbox. My controller is Xbox. Well, you gotta bite me. I didn't do anything. And then I read on an article about why Asha removed the "This is an Xbox" campaign. It's because it doesn't feel like an Xbox, and the campaign is like showing that consoles are irrelevant since you can play it on any device. And Asha was like, she still believes that consoles are still important. Yeah, that is cringe as fuck. So yeah, the moment she became the new CEO of Xbox, she removed that campaign, removed AI. Shockingly, for someone who is a president of an AI, she removed AI on Xbox. And she believes that video games is art, and it shouldn't be mostly created through AI. I think she did allow AI only for assistance, but video games should be made by humans. It's an art. It's not something that you can just rely on technology. Consoles are more convenient than PC for sure. Yes, yes. And that's why I do believe that there will come a time that Xbox would definitely be one of the greatest consoles of all time. They are the greatest, but they would be more greater in the future, in the next years. I hope. Here's with hoping. But you know, it really is a difficult position to be a CEO on something you are assigned that is already a dumpster fire. It's already a sinking ship, and as much as possible, Asha is trying to make this wrecking ship afloat and preventing it to be a submarine. Yeah, that is a lot of work, but I am really amazed by her determination and her plans for Xbox, for the future of Xbox. And a lot of people are deciding to own an Xbox. They are tempted to buy an Xbox, and damn, I wish I can have an Xbox as well. If they do things right, that is, yeah, if they do things right, but at this moment it's still in wreckage. It's not good right now, but Asha is doing her best, her team is doing their best to to um to let the Xbox survive this horrible wreckage. Xbox is like a fat cat full of junk food AI. And yeah, this fat cat Xbox needs some healthy treats of love, appreciation, and passion from gamers and game developers. Yeah, I hope there's an Xbox emu someday. There is an Xbox emulator, but I haven't tried it yet. I don't I don't even know if my phone can handle it, since my phone is already 6 years old. Very old, but it's still staying strong because I took care of it. So, Boomy, are you still deciding to buy a PS5? But yeah, maybe worth a try. Yeah, if I have enough storage. Storage, my number one problem. Would you still buy a PS5, Booby, or you're not gonna buy a PS5? Still seeing how things are going. Yeah, it's on a riot. They're on a fire. They're like Sony is a scam. Sony is a traitor. Yeah, it's going crazy out there. Imagine we're just chilling about retro games, and then on the other side, on the modern gaming community, it's like the apocalypse. What is going on out there? And because of Sony's decision, there sparks a PS5 emulation. I don't even know how I don't even know how that's going to work. May or may not buy, but what would I mean, you did save the money. What are you going to buy on your saved money that is supposed to be for the PS5, but you change your mind? How about Switch 2? Don't you want a Switch 2? No? Because there's no Monster Hunter. Oh, you don't know yet. Damn, all those years of saving your money, and then it turns out like this. Could be not buying anything at all. Well, it's good to save money for emergency. It's just shocking that you're not going to buy a PS5 when the money that you save is meant for a PS5. But yeah, let's just see. Yeah, they're turning into a meme actually. They're making a lot of jokes about not having any more physical disc in the future. There is one meme that I saw from, what is this, Domino's? I think it's Domino's Pizza. I'm going to read that meme to you later when I get a game over in this. Okay, I did got a game over in this game. I've been so chatty, I didn't realize it's already like round 13. I reached stage 13. Okay, I'm going to show you the meme. It's from Domino's Pizza, and yeah, it's kind of like roasting Sony. BRB. Okay, so I am back. And this is from Domino's Pizza. All right, this one. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to read it to you. Okay, official statement. In response to trends in the gaming industry, as of as of 1st April 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to production of digital pizzas only. Consumers will be able to download our full range of delicious pizza codes and, using the power of the imagination, enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense. Yes, yes, I also would like to order my pizza in in a digital only order, please. Yeah, I think you can see. Yeah, this is an actual statement. Yes, it's official, and it actually booms. It booms in other social media, and Sony doesn't care. Yeah, they don't care if they're getting laughed at. They still stand on their decision that in the future there will no more physical disc. Just no more, no more physical disc. Yeah, that's a nice job, but slowly. Yeah, I want some Hawaiian pizza in digital version. I bet a lot of the workers are gamers too. Yeah, to ever come up with this kind of roasting, I think yeah, there are also gamers in Domino's Pizza. uh, it's a running problem in the gaming community. No matter what kind of memes they do or complaints, Sony just wouldn't listen, and they would still believe that you are still going to buy the products. You're still going to buy their games. You have no choice but to give your money to them. You're going to complain that no more physical. It sucks that it's only going to be digital, but either way, you're still going to pay. Okay, going back. Here we go. Exactly, which is why you should vote with your wallet. A lot of gamers really rely on emulation right now because not only to save your money, save and protect your money. Yeah, it's save and protect money. By going to PC, for example, yeah, going to PC, transfer to PC. There are a lot of games, a lot of things you can do on PC: emulation, Steam, Windows games, mods, a lot of stuff that you can do on a PC that you cannot do in a console. It's like an all around. You can do so many things. Um, you can even do your paperworks, your projects, not just gaming. So yeah, it really is a good thing that a lot of gamers right now are either transferring to emulation or transferring to PC. But yeah, most of them are transferring to PC. BRB toilet. Okay, okay. Okay, while you go to the toilet, I'm going to pick another game. And what game I'm gonna play today? Let's go for Contra because I haven't played this game for a long time. Makes me really laugh on that Domino Pizza meme. Domino Pizza meme. Yeah, I also want to order some virtual pizza, please, because I'm virtually hungry. And to all my viewers tonight, welcome to my stream, and we are playing Contra for the NES. Good old Contra. I freaking love Contra. I remember playing this game a lot of times and I never get tired of it. But I never really finished this game because it's freaking hard. And I forgot to input the Konami code for the love of Whiskas. I forgot the Konami code. I forgot to input the Konami code so I can have 30 lives. I wish I can have infinite lives, not just 30, but that is better than nothing. If I became one of the people who has a chance to hear my voice on what would make video games great again, I would definitely suggest that they should make more 2D games because we are so deep into the hyperrealism graphics, the next generation of graphics, and maybe just maybe they would also try to go back to the simple days of video games, playing, making amazing 2D graphic games. I wish they would make more of that, so that it won't be really demanding for game developers to make. Yeah, we really need more 2D graphics games, not just from indie game developers but also from the official um, big video game companies. Yeah, that's my suggestion. And also because 2D games are not that complicated to develop compared to hyperrealism graphic games. I mean, yeah, 2D 2D graphics is complicated, but not as complicated as hyperrealism graphics. Yeah, we focus so much on HD graphics that we forgot to have creativity. What am I talking about? I don't even know if I'm saying something right or wrong. I'm not even a modern gamer. I'm a retro gamer. But I guess some people will agree and some people will don't agree. It's alright. There's no right or wrong. But yeah, I just really wish in the next generation of video games they would embrace 2D graphic games a bit more. Is it just me or the game doesn't have any sound? I mean, I can't hear it because it's too soft. The volume is too soft. But I don't know if the viewers can hear the sound. I love this game so much, but I never finished this game. I don't even know the ending. The only Contra game I ever finished is the mobile port of this game. It's like a remake, modern remake of this game. But because that game has a cheat code, so yeah, I finished the game because it has cheat code. But this doesn't have any cheat code. Hello, Boomy, welcome back. Boomy. Earlier, earlier I said that in my opinion, to make video games great again is to have game developers focus more on 2D graphics games. Because we are mostly hyperrealism right now. What cheat code? I played the remake. I don't know if it's a remake of Contra for Android. It has a cheat code in that app. Yeah, it's an app for Android. It's not an emulation. It really is meant for Android phones. And it already has cheat code, and that's the reason why I finished Contra 1 but never the NES Contra, because it doesn't have infinite lives cheat code. Well, yeah, 2D games do have its audience, and because 2D games are not that difficult to develop compared to hyperrealism games, you don't need like 100 of game developers to finish one game. At least in 2D games, I think 50 to 25. It depends on how well crafted that 2D game is. Yeah, games like Silk Song, and that isn't Silk Song an indie game? I mean, it would be nice if famous game developers also make 2D games, not just indie games. Not just indie game developers, but like Square Enix, Capcom, maybe. The less complicated the game you are developing, the faster you can finish your work, the faster you can release the game. Yeah, it is 2D. So yeah, that is just my opinion on how to make the video game community great again. It can be great, it can be not so great. Yeah, like Guilty Gear, isn't yeah, Guilty Gear, what other games? Um King of Fighters. Those kind of games. Yeah, we're lacking on 2D games right now. We're lacking on 2D games. It's mostly 3D or hyperrealism. But we're lacking on 2D games. We're lacking on shoot 'em up games. We are lacking at so many different types of genres of games. How about puzzle games? There aren't much puzzle games right now. And games like Danganronpa. That is a 2D game from Chunsoft. We need more games like that. We need more games that is like cell shaded or something, but not too complicated like a hyperrealism 3D graphics. You're trying to be so cutting edge, but the question is it fun? Is it fun to play? Is it like having a high replayability value that a gamer would want to play it over and over again, or nah? Also, I think modern games also need more games that are ready to play. We have too many story driven games. We need games that are not that lengthy, quick game to chill and have fun with friends. The point is to make it fun. Yes, to make it fun and to make it a very memorable game that you don't wanna stop playing it. Isn't FIFA like a learning curve? Or yeah, CTR games, Crash Team Racing. Yeah, those games are fun, but it kind of feels like those games are required some learning curves. Boomy, you said you said CTR is not about racing, but you have to do tricks and other stuff. Yeah, easy to get and play, but difficult to master. It's a learning curve game. Yeah, and also we need more party games. I agree. We need more modern game that are meant for party games where you can play with numerous friends and pick up and play. But you can, yeah, casual play it, no problem with what? Crash Team Racing? Yeah. It's either you can play it like you're a pro, or you just wanna play it like Mario Kart. Your style of driving. Blah. I keep on talking. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, both in a way is valid. There are so many bullets flying across the screen, and they're so small. Pellet. I call this palette because they are really small. Imagine playing this game and then your TV has a malfunction on its color. Or imagine playing this game in black and white. But your bullet is your bullet is white. How are you gonna play this in black and white? Yeah, you're not gonna enjoy Contra if you have a broken TV that cannot generate colors. And then you're playing Contra. And then your bullet is colored white. Good luck. I think I remember playing this game in black and white. It didn't end well, so I changed the game. I can't see the pallets. They really look like pallets because they're really tiny bullets. And I don't really like this attack. I'm not a big fan of this attack. Other than it's small, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. Yeah, it reminds me of fish food. What, like fish ball? Yeah, it kind of looked like fish ball. Oh wait, you said fish food. I was thinking of street food. Yeah, I don't like this. I hate this bullet. But I love this one. The super power, the S power up. And also, I am not a big fan of this stage. I hate the waterfall stage. I hate it so much. The food, the food for fish. Yeah, it's like this. It's kind of like fish pellet. Because it's so small. Okay, here we go. Boss battle. For you, Boomy, I have a question. What do you think would make video games great again? What do you think is the best course of action to make video games great again, like the old times? In your opinion. I mean, I already told my opinion. How about yours? What do you think? Better customer service? Is that all? Well, I do agree with better customer service because most customer service are just so darn bad. Oh, yeah, I do agree that no more microtransactions. Yep. I like that. What else? Game over. Game over. Or anything like that. Yeah, no more microtransactions, and another important thing is to bring back physical disc. Another thing that would make video games great again is when you put the disc in your console, you don't need internet connection, you just put the game in and then you're playing it. Yeah, experiment more. I do agree with that. Experiment more, experiment more games, more genres, and being experimental is not a bad thing, but it's alright to be risky and trying something new, and who knows, maybe it would be a new trend in video games. Don't be greedy fuckers with genres, gameplay, etc. I do agree with that. Don't be too greedy and milking your franchise. Because that's what doing mostly. They're milking their franchise because it's a beloved franchise. Okay, let's play a different game. Change game again. And now we are back. Let's go and play Mario Kart as the final game. Stop with the bullshit subscription models. Yeah, I do agree with this. It reminds me of Switch 2, where you need to buy a subscription first so you can use your console. Oh my gosh. Imagine being the most affordable console, but without subscription, you're just a brick. Ah, dang it. Oh wait, I think I need to adjust the volume. And adjust the settings. Hold on, wait. I forgot to enable something that is needed in this game. Yeah, this one. Yeah, yeah. Imagine being the most affordable console, but you are actually more expensive because you needed monthly subscriptions. Ah, dang it! I splashed. So that means you are not you are not the most affordable console after all. I mean, you are the most affordable if the subscription isn't included, but you need to have that subscription to use your console. So yeah, it's another additional expense. Unlike back in the days when you buy a console, you don't really need subscription or internet connection. You just need to buy a console, buy the game disc, and that's it. That's why I hate subscription models. Because if you don't have subscriptions, your console is nothing. It's just a brick. You buy a gaming brick, and that's it. Better pay once and that's it. Reminds me of Sony's new plan that you can rent a PS5. You get it cheaper. You get a PS5 for a cheaper price, but it's just rent. You don't own the console. You're just renting the console in a affordable price. But it's actually expensive in the long run. Yeah, not cheaper. It's only cheaper at first, but it's not really cheap. It's much more expensive compared to a one-time payment. Like, bruh, you already don't own the game, and then you also don't own the console. Yep, especially when you count interest, etc., and other expenses, necessities, gas, food, and everything in between. And this is another problem on why maybe gamers in the future wouldn't afford consoles or video games anymore. It's because of other stuff that they need to pay for, and that is why recent gamers are now heavily relying on emulation. Costless, free, you own it, you can put it on your phone, your handheld device, or put it on your hard drive for preservation. A lot of things, a lot of different things that in different ways that you can keep it. It may be digital, but at least that kind of game is yours, and it's yours to keep. Something you can keep, something you can own, even if it's not physical, but at least it's something you can keep for yourself whenever you want to play it, anytime you want. Just like this one, I am playing a modified version of Mario Kart, and I don't really need internet connection or anything. I can play it whenever I want, wherever I want. I own it, I can keep it, it's free. And you don't have to rely on big corpos or waiting for internet connection or on stuff like that, updates and singalinga boogaloo. Yeah, it's a big plus. Plus, when you keep a copy of a game like this one, you don't need to worry about anything. Once you get it, go and play it. You get it, you play it. It rhymes. Or not. And it's raining again. It's raining heavily. And if my stream got disconnected, you already know why. You have it, you play it. And because of how video games are turning out to be more of a transactional kind of thing, I'm just really happy that slowly there is no more stigma, there is no more hate on emulators and emulated games. That's the thing that I'm really happy about right now. Recently, even way back when I was still using emulation way back 2014, there is really a stigma between owning an official game, owning an actual console, and downloading the game over the internet and playing it on a digital hardware such as a DS emulator. Yeah, the stigma was really bad back then. And then when I heard the news that they are starting to develop a PS5 emulator, I was shocked at first, and then the more I think about it, I am having tears of joy. Like finally, a lot of gamers are seeing the importance of emulation. It's not illegal. It's people are starting to see that this emulation is no longer illegal, and it's something that people should protect, and because it's another way to preserve video games, accessible and free, and most of all, you can keep. And yeah, I'm just really grateful on this shift of mindset of gamers, that yeah, this is no longer a bad thing. This is not going to ruin the gaming community. because the real reason the gaming community is going to be ruined is because of those video game corporations, those video game developers that are greedy. They are the ones who's going to ruin it, and it was never really emulation or emulators. And the more those big corporates are doing their scummy tactics, the more people will rebel. One of the ways is exactly. And another thing I can theorize is the reason why people are going from console to PC is because of emulation. You can emulate a lot of things on the PC. Yeah. I actually like the word that if buying if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. A lot of gamers are saying that right now. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. Because it never was. It's more of preserving. They're just making emulation in a bad light, you know. But if you look at the bright side, it makes sense on why emulation cannot be erased. It must be there. Well, if someone asks me, what emulator do you want to keep that every emulator will, be erased in existence? And you know what emulator I'm gonna say? Mame. Why? Because there are games on the arcade machine that is never released on home consoles. It's never ported on handheld consoles, and it's very expensive to own a lot of arcade machines. You need space in your house. I mean, imagine owning 60 different arcade machines. You need a massive basement. And a lot of people pirate because they're sick of big corporate scummies. And another thing on why people do that is because of accessibility. Yeah, Mame is convenient as fuck. Very convenient. Yeah, like there are so many amazing arcade games, and it's very expensive to own an arcade machine. And because of Mame, you can have it on your phone, you can have it on your PC, you can have it anywhere you want. Yeah, yeah. If all the emulators will be gone, like they're gonna vanish, the only emulator that I really wanna keep is Mame. And there are so many amazing arcade games that are sadly never really get the chance to be ported on consoles or handhelds. So yeah, Mame is a blessing in disguise, and I would never stop talking about Mame for being a very convenient emulator. Yeah, very very important in preservation as well. That is the number one importance of Mame, the preservation. Because arcade machines come and go, you know. Like one day you see Pac-Man in your arcade place, and then the next day there's no more Pac-Man. No more Pac-Man arcade machine. Bad, sad, sad. A special thing, its importance. Imagine no Mame. Yeah, imagine if there is no multiple arcade machine emulator, we will never experience those lost arcade machines, because there's no home console port, no handheld console port you are never going to experience those games at all in your lifetime. Yeah, so many. So many, especially arcade games started in the 70s. Damn. Very important indeed. Especially the start of video games started with arcade machines, not home consoles. And yes, another thing that is very convenient is because you don't need a massive room. You don't need a massive basement. Dang it, I get hit by a red gel. Yeah, it's either you need a PC or a phone or any device that you have. You can you can put it there, you can install it, and you can play it. Well, there is a little bit of tinkering on the settings, but once you know all of that, it's very easy. Have you tried have you tried playing on an emulator before, Boomy, or never? You never play games on an emulator before? Ooh. Ah, not that you remember. Well, because as a modern gamer, you are very supportive of emulation. I thought a lot of modern gamers hate emulation because because they think it's illegal and pirate. I mean, I met a few people in the past who told me that I should be careful not to get caught because what I'm doing is not legal. Because I realize how important it is. My question is, when did you realize on how important it is? I mean, you never played on an emulation before. When did you realize that it's very important? Especially for preservation and for those who can't get original games, I agree with that. Especially with Mame. I never get tired of mentioning Mame because it really is that important. A long ago, is this before you even met me? Is this before we met? But I can't get original games until the PS3 era. Oh, burned disc. Boomy playing on a burned disc. They burned the game into a black disc. All I played before are pirated games. Yar, we are both pirates. Well, my country is full of pirated games as well, so we are pirates. So yeah, long before I met you, I didn't even realize the PS1 console that I used to play is also modified because it can play USA game disc, European game disc, and Japanese game disc. I didn't I didn't know. I didn't actually know that PS1 is region locked. I didn't know. It was only recently that I realized, oh my gosh, the PS1 console that I've been playing all those years. It's actually a mod. It's not it's not in its original state. It's a mod. Blew my mind. It took me this long to realize that. But I did remember I play Pepsi Man in that PS1 console. And I thought it was natural for it to read Japanese disc and other region disc. I didn't know it was region locked. It took me this long because I was a little kitten back then. Yeah, same. Well, like they say, better late than never. It's it's better you understand it later in your life than never knowing it ever in your life. Boomy, 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 I have a question. What if in the next generation of gamers have a natural skill on using emulation? What would you think about that? What if the next generation of gamers are emulator gamers? What would you think or feel about it? Good. Good then. Yeah, because of what is happening right now, people are starting to learn how to use emulation. More options for players, the better. And then I think this would be a nice thing to happen because some older games, some hidden gem games, who knows, maybe would have, new love and new recognition from new gamers. Never forgotten. Who knows, maybe the Kessen games would be appreciated by a lot of gamers someday. hoping hoping that something like that would happen. Since a lot of gamers are relying on emulation, maybe, just maybe, older games will have more love from new gamers, young and old. Maybe someone who would love to play Contra even though it's way back from the 80s. Old games receiving new love. Also, more gamers know how to use emo means more way for them to rebel against corpus gummies. I agree. They would be more smarter and not burning their money. They're protecting their money, and not just that, but supporting the emulation community, that we are not illegal, we are not doing anything bad, we are doing what must be needed to do, and that is to preserve and to keep it accessible to a lot of gamers, young and old. Oh no, my throat. I can feel my throat getting dry. Who knows, maybe in the future there will be more gamers who would love to play Mario Kart. Like this Mario Kart. Mario Kart DS. Give it some love. Yeah, just rest your throat. No, I wanna keep on talking since I'm almost going to end my stream in a few minutes. I really enjoyed talking about these kinds of topics, but I lost track of time. Rest your throat, or I'm nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. But this is actually a nice thing to happen in the game community. I know that the battle against emulation have gone for too long, and now gamers are embracing it. It has come a long way, Gooby. It has come a very long way. Even before I existed in this world, the battle against emulation already happened long ago in the age of dinosaurs, and finally we are seeing the light. Oh, the light. Seeing the good side of emulation, because big corporates are getting more and more scummier, and because of that, people are embracing to emulate. And by emulating, it means it won't break your wallet. It just needs patience. I know emulation is a learning curve, and I've been an emulation gamer for 12 years now. Yeah. And I really understand if people who uses emulation for the first time, I agree and I understand that it's frustrating at first, but if you expose yourself a lot on tweaking settings, being familiarized on how to make your game run smoother and faster on your device, it would actually get easier the more you are exposed to it. It just needs some patience, but yeah, even I remember when I was still new in emulation, it was really frustrating. It's a learning curve, but when you get used to it, it's actually worth it. It's just really time consuming when it comes to setting it up. You need to do some step by step, get familiarized with it, and it's very understandable if you feel scared because you don't know, maybe you're going to break your phone, you're gonna break the application. It happens. It's part of the experience. It's more of trials and errors, but when you get used to it, you would already see the things that you need to do. That's the only disadvantage I could tell about emulations are the settings. It's not plug and play. Okay, one last race. One last race, and then I'm going to end. Yeah, it can be intimidating at first, but when you get used to it, you're already a magical wizard like me. A magical wizard. Yeah, not really convenient at first, but if you like have patience and willingness to be exposed to different kinds of emulators, you will quickly get to know on your workaround to make the emulator work effectively and smoothly on your gameplay. Is there a non-magical wizard? Math wizard. That's not magical. That's logical. And you thought you're going to win this time. You thought I'm gonna be blank. I'm not gonna answer it. I will. Yeah, math wizards are not magical, but they are logical. But I don't know why they are called math wizards. Maybe because their logic is the magic? But it's not magic, it's logic. It's contradicting. Logic is based on realism. Magic is fantasy. Yeah, but they are still called math wiz. So yeah, that is an example of non-magical wizard. But they have the title of wizard, just people who are good at math. Exactly. That's why they are called math wizards, because they're good at math. It's kind of like a short word for people who are good at math, because that is a long word, so they make it shorter and then call it math wizard. No magic involved. No magic, no wizard. Well, Boomy, for me, you are magical. When I ask you how far is 12 inches, and then you told me it's the size of a ruler, and I was like, whoa, I was blown away. Literally, I was blown away because I never really think that 12 inches is actually one ruler long. I didn't know. I'm bad at numbers, but that's not magic. Magical knowledge. Well, it kind of feels like magical to me because it hurt my brain. Well, I'm not good with numbers, so I think everything that is normal numbers for you, it's magical numbers for me. We have different perspective. If if for you it's just a normal everyday thing, for me it's like, whoa, that is mind blowing. Because I never think of it that way. Wow. Yeah, we have different perspective. The fact that you're a math wizard and I'm just bad at math. Yeah, I'm not good at math. Don't ask me any questions that has numbers. Okay, and that is the last race. I'm not even good at math, just the one who is good with numbers. And that is it on my stream for today. And Boomy is the only person who comments on my stream today. Thank you, Boomy. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun on our different kinds of topics about emulation, about no more physical disc, about Xbox, redemption. We talk a lot of different stuff that is compressed in just 2 hours. Okay, thanks for the stream, Cat. It was fun chilling with you as well. Yeah, I had a lot of fun spending time with you as well. We get to know a lot of stuff together. We get to learn a lot of different topics about what is happening on the gaming community. We are sharing our opinions and stuff like that. And to all my viewers tonight, thank you for dropping by and lurking and being here on my stream. And to Boomy, thank you for always moderating me and keeping me company and you know communicating and stuff. And yeah, this is Cyberlinks Gamer, and I'll see you guys again on my next stream. Thank you, thank you. Good evening and good night. Good night. Oh, I'm still. I think I can still go on for 5 minutes. Yeah, let's make it reach for 2 hours. I still have like, what is this? 1 hour and 55 minutes. Okay, let's make it reach 5 minutes. Okay, so what do you want to talk about? What? I'm running out of topics. What topic are we going to talk about? For 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, my voice. I wanna make it reach for 2 hours. Look at it, it's taking. Okay, okay. For the remaining minutes, I wanna show my appreciation to Boomy. Okay, here it goes. Boomy, I'm very happy that you are my friend. You are my brother. You are my moderator, and I love you very much. You're like a family to me, and I really appreciate everything that you do for me. The time that you give for me. I love every moment that we have together, and because you're like my family, you're like my brother, and and I really understand when you can't really stay in the house during the weekdays. You have work. I understand, but at the same time, I'm getting pissed because because in other things you give me chance, you give me cat treats, you give me everything that makes me happy, but the only thing that you never really give me a chance is not to work on weekdays. Yeah, you give me everything I want. You understand me whenever I'm feeling down or sad or happy. You're always there, but you never really give me any chance when I told you that please, Boomy, don't work on the weekdays. Just spend a little bit more time with me, because I always wait for you the whole day. During the weekdays, I have to wait for evening time. Yeah, because I gotta get the money. Yeah, like in other things you would say yes, except for that, except for being absent on work. You said I can't stay and chill in the house. I have to go to work. You always told me that, or saying I need to go to work because it's almost payday. Trust me, Kat, I much prefer to chill with you. but for all the things that you've done to me through the years, I am truly heartfelt, very heartfelt thank you, Boomy. How many years has it been? 2 years, I think it's 2 years that we've been like this, and I know that there are hard times in your work, and I just wanna make you happy on my stream, make you happy in every little things I do, even if we're just chatting or making jokes or messing around, or doing doing stuff that makes us happy, even if it's weird. Oh, I am happy, all right. I just I just wish you would make more time for me on the weekdays, because that is the only thing that you would say no to me. But everything else, you're always there, ready to support me and to make me happy, and people like you are very rare, Boomy. You are very rare, and I am just so grateful to be someone who is a part of your life. And it's crazy that it took you like more than 30 years to turn your world upside down. It's like if you remember like 5 years ago, your life is normal. You just go to work, play games, go to work, play games, and then you didn't realize that the moment you became 30 years old, everything changed. Like, oh my gosh, this is not like the life I used to know before. This is so different. Why is there a fat cat with big eyes always trying to bite me? Different, very very different. And so we already reached 2 hours, and yeah, that's it. So again, thank you to all my viewers and lurkers out there. Thank you for supporting Cyberlinks Gamer. And also to Boomy, I already said a lot. And I'll see you guys again on my next stream. Good evening and good night. But yeah, I'm just glad, yeah, I'm also glad that we ever met this way. And yeah, love moves in mysterious ways. Good evening, good night. See you guys again on my next stream.